Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. So, living on the East Coast, I've dealt with hurricanes, I've dealt with tornadoes and flooding and everything else. And here in California, they're making a big deal about this bomb cyclone. And they're saying there's a lot of flooding is gonna come, we got all this rain. So I thought it was a good time, those of you who are in the Bay Area, or if you're just curious or listen where maybe flooding, can you drive your X5 or X3 in flooded water? The answer is yes and no. I'm gonna get to that here shortly. Okay, I'm gonna say yes, because even in the owner's manual, they'll tell you you can do it. And you can do it, but there are guidelines. First, depending on which model you have, if you have, for example, 2023 X3, saying that the water cannot be no more than 19.6 inches. So if you look at these wheels, these are 21-inch wheels. If the water comes up to about here, this is pretty much as high as it's going to be. I'm just guesstimating. But think about it, if you have a 19-inch wheel and it covers your 19-inch wheel, you pretty much are too deep. So just about most of submerging this water, which would be almost equivalent to having almost up the door. And they're saying when you do that, you can drive like that if the water's still and you don't just rush through it, meaning you don't create a wake above your hood, which then is going to suck in water through your engine. Okay, this is where your car needs to breathe. If once you create a wake over here and your car is now trying to breathe in that water, it's like me putting your head in the water and then giving you a chance to breathe. You're gonna drown, and essentially your car's gonna drown, which causes a hydro lock, and which means that the car is trying to combust the water and it can't, and the engine just locks up. Okay. Now, if you have an X5M, because there are a lot of X5M followers, ours is, I think it's 17 inches, so not quite as deep, but we can go pretty good in some deep water. If it's not an M model, you can go up to 19 inches. Okay, now when I'm saying 19 inches is, like I said, is pretty much the same as the X3. The reason why the M's are a little bit has a shorter wading depth is because it has a lower ride height. Okay, the slightly lower ride height, and I'm imagining with other things that has the breathe up. I don't know, I'm just kind of guessing at this point, but definitely take a look at your owner's manual. You know, like I said, it's going to vary between the year models, but look at your owner's manual. They'll tell you you can wade in water. So if you see flooded still water in the street, and if you feel like it's like my rule of thumb is if it's about knee high or less, I'm gonna drive through it because I know I'm safe to drive through that. Anyway, stay safe out there. Thank you for watching, and let's see if the storm really is. I mean, I don't know. I mean, this is, to me, I'm still wrapping my head around that storm this big in California. But anyway, see you guys in the next video. And one last thing I want to mention: if the water is rushing, if you see visible motion is flowing, I'm just going to advise you, please do not drive through moving water, because even though these vehicles can wade through water, it is still something that's pushing. Your vehicle could be pushed and carried and could lead to more trouble. So just one of those things, just be mindful, use common sense. Anyway, stay safe out there. Thanks for watching.